In the 2020 NBA Finals, Anthony Davis has been nothing short of incredible, and really, did we expect anything less? Because throughout his entire NBA career before the Lakers, we knew basically two things going into every season. One, that Anthony Davis was going to prove himself as one of the best players in the world while putting up insane stats, and two, that his team was still going to suck because the talent around him was, to put it simply, pretty horrible. Now though, finally with another star on his team, AD has proven that he is not only one of the best players in the league, but that also he is a winning player. He is the type of star that is going to keep the Lakers in the championship picture for the foreseeable future. So what's up guys, Mike here, and yes, today we are going to be talking about Anthony Davis, and we are going to also talk about something that nobody has really mentioned, the surprising revenge that AD is getting in the 2020 NBA Finals against the Heat. Before we jump into that though, I just want to say, please like this video, it helps me out a ton. Thank you guys so much for crushing it with likes lately. I really do appreciate it so much. And also, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for more videos. With that said, the narrative for Anthony Davis this season has been that Anthony Davis finally has a LeBron. He finally has a star player to play with, and now he's in the NBA Finals, and it looks like he's going to cruise to an NBA championship. But the thing is, on the flip side, we can easily say LeBron now finally has an Anthony Davis. Because really, LeBron has never played with anything near this type of big man before. Yes, Chris Bosh was an all-star, but AD has proven to be a top 5 to 7 talent in this league, and he is the best big man in the current NBA. And really, when we look at it, it is Anthony Davis who has made the Lakers completely unstoppable. He has made them an overpowered team on both ends of the floor. Seriously, let's take a look at this roster here. In Game 1 against the Heat in the NBA Finals, the Lakers relied heavily on players such as 32-year-old Danny Green, 33-year-old Rajon Rondo, and 34-year-old Dwight Howard. They also had role players in KCP, Alex Caruso, and a struggling Markieff Morris and Kyle Kuzma. Now, I'm not saying this roster is horrible. There is certainly talent here, but it is very, very unique for a probable NBA Finals winner in the Lakers to rely so heavily on just two players, and this is the first time LeBron has been in this position. And to show you what I mean here, let's take a look at the Lakers playoff stats this season. In the playoffs, Anthony Davis is averaging 29.1 points per game, LeBron James is averaging 26.6 points per game, and then the third leading scorer on the team is either Kentavious Caldwell-Pope or Kyle Kuzma, both of which are averaging just 10.1 points per game. That is obviously extremely low for a third option, and when looking at NBA champions, we have to go all the way back to, coincidentally, the 2002 Lakers, a team that featured, of course, Kobe and Shaq, to find an NBA champion that had a third scoring option average this little amount of points per game. The 2002 Lakers third option was Derek Fisher, who averaged just 10.2 points per game, and again, that team was carried by Kobe and Shaq, one of the NBA's most legendary duos. That means it has been 18 years since we have seen a duo been this dominant in the playoffs, but now we have another legendary duo dominating in front of our eyes in Anthony Davis and LeBron James. Before we continue guys though, I want to say thank you to Postmates for sponsoring today's video, which reminds me, my food is actually at the door. 1 second. And okay, got my food, excited to eat that, but for now, let's talk about Postmates, because if you're not in the loop, Postmates is a food delivery app. On Postmates, tons of local restaurants in your area deliver to you, which means you never have to leave the house. And I know that is especially good for a lot of us right now, because a lot of us are working from home, a lot of us are going to school from home, a lot of us are watching YouTube videos or the NBA Finals and really just don't want to leave the house. Whatever your reason is, mine is mainly work. Postmates has you hooked up. They are going to deliver you food from your favorite restaurants. And guys, the best part about all this is that Postmates has hooked us up. Right now, you can see on this screen that my promo code is Korzemba. If you enter my promo code Korzemba in the app, you get $5 off of your first 2 delivery orders, a minimum of $15. That is an awesome deal, but it expires in 10 days, so make sure to go download the app now. The link to download Postmates will be in the description. So thank you again, Postmates, for sponsoring today's video. Guys, this is honestly an awesome deal. There's no downside here. $5 off of 2 orders. Make sure to get those orders in before the 10 days is up. Every championship team LeBron has played on has relied on a big three. First with himself, Wade and Bosh, and then with himself, Kyrie and Kevin Love. Ironically though, the 2020 Lakers, who are heavily relying on a big two, as long as things continue the way they have been so far in the finals, are going to end up becoming the most dominant playoff team that LeBron has ever played for. And again, the reason for this begins and ends with Anthony Davis. His defensive presence is simply unreal. It seems like recently, a lot of big men are described as being able to both guard the perimeter and protect the rim. I know in my recent video about Bam, I said that about him. However, Anthony Davis takes both of these basketball traits to the next level. He is not only able to protect the rim, but his presence around the basket defensively changes the entire game. You can see it when watching the Lakers play. Opponents are straight up afraid at times to go to the basket when AD is lurking, and if they dare to bring the ball into his territory, they often find themselves forcing up crazy, adjusted shots to avoid getting swatted by AD. Meanwhile, on the offensive end, Davis has been nothing short of incredible as well. Headed into Game 2 of the NBA Finals, AD was second in NBA playoff history in points per game, and his scoring ability has, if anything, improved over time. When it comes down to it, AD is just an OP type of player when compared to the Heat's big men. He is the problem that Miami is facing. They can't keep him off the glass as he's able to snag offensive rebounds for easy baskets. They can't stay with him as he rolls to the rim and finishes off of passes from his teammates, and they certainly cannot guard his jump shot because they have to give up something here. They have to give up open jumpers because AD is just that much more deadly around the basket. So yes, Anthony Davis has for sure benefited from playing with LeBron. He was playing for a franchise for years that did not make the playoffs, and now, unless things take a drastic and insane turn, LeBron is going to help him win a championship. Again though, the flip side of this is also true. AD is going to win LeBron a title, and now let's talk about the revenge that Anthony Davis is going to get. This is something pretty fun that no one has really mentioned, which is weird considering it seems like every talking point has been covered in the playoffs so far, but weirdly enough, in his playing career, Anthony Davis has had an extremely hard time playing against Jimmy Butler. Before this season began, AD had played in 13 games against Jimmy and was a horrible 1-12 in those 13 games. He also averaged just 20.6 points in those 13 games, a noticeable drop off from his 24 point per game regular season average, and his rebounds per game and shooting percentage also took obvious drops. Before the season began, there was nothing AD could say. The proof was right in front of us. Jimmy Butler had owned Anthony Davis, which means, in my opinion, the fact that AD had won just one game against Jimmy Butler headed into this season has to be something to keep in mind. I'm sure Anthony Davis noticed that he always lost to Jimmy Butler-led teams, which means in his own way, AD was certainly seeking some type of revenge in the NBA Finals. And I've got to say, guys, it definitely seems like he's getting a little more than revenge here. This is looking like it's going to be pure domination. And so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And again, if you did like the video, make sure to leave a like. It helps me out a ton. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video and turn post notifications on. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting. You're awesome. We all know it. And as always, have an awesome day, guys, and cue that music. If you're still here while the music is cued, here are two videos I think you are definitely going to enjoy. Make sure to click on one of them. Again, I know you're gonna love it. And other than that, have a great day and peace.